Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to McLaughlin Arena for tonight's major U18 Hockey League action between the Moncton Riley Motor Nissan Flyers and your Charlottetown Bulk Carriers Knights. The officials for today's game are Jack Robinson and Morgan Dargison, and the linesmen are Colin Blanchard and Kyle McPhail. Please rise if you're able to and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Well, Knights fans, welcome back to the Bell Alliance Center where your Charlottetown Bulk Carriers Knights look to get back to their winning ways after dropping 3 in a row to other opponents within the NBPEI League. They look to bounce back with a big win against the Moncton Flyers here, who hold second place behind the Bulk Carriers Knights. Luke Much alongside Reed McGregor for this game on a Friday night in downtown Charlottetown. What's better than this? Not much. Knights with a couple call-ups tonight. Jackson Batchelder is in once again, as is his teammate Murnahan from the Eastern Express. Kiefer Thompson in net for the Knights. Simon Cormier in net for the Flyers. Kiefer obviously losing his first game of the 2022-23 season in his last game against the Fredericton Caps, which drops his record to an 8-1 with a .230 goals against average and a .926 save percentage, as the Knights look to attack early on. Flip down towards the corner of Cormier. That one's turned over. Campbell in front, can't find a stick, and now Cooper Cormier will break it out, but intercepted by McPherson, and he'll have some trouble, but now Cormier eventually regains it again. He'll cross the red line and he'll dump it down towards Kiefer Thompson. Connor Pierce is there. Pierce will move it up to Sharkey. Sharkey returning to the lineup a couple games ago from a finger injury, but he's back now. Sharkey's been off to a hot start for the Knights. 11 goals and 5 assists for 16 points in just 14 games played, so still over the point per game mark is Sharkey, as this will be Murnahan touching it. Cam White turns it over. McGuigan's in, and he'll dump it in towards the corner of the Flyers defenseman. That one is Sturgeon. Ryan Dwyer tries to intercept. He can't. Cam White will break out with it. He'll dump it into the corner. Andy Thompson. Andy will get there first. He'll have help from his Knights forwards, but not enough as Cam White will regain. Drop it down and putting it into the corners, Weber. McGuigan with it again. One of the 407s on this Knights squad will move it to another in Carson McKenzie. He'll lose that one in his feet, and that'll be intercepted briefly as Dwyer tries to regain possession for the white and gold. Andy Thompson keeps it in at the blue line off the glass, and he'll rim it around into the corner. All 307 skaters for the Knights are on this line. The other 07 player on the Knights is goaltender Hudson Bradley. He'll sit this afternoon in light of the veteran Kiefer Thompson. Here come the Knights again. Had to move around the linesman there after he blew a tire. Ryan Dwyer, low shot. McKenzie just off the toe of the stick and into the corner. Finn Morris will pinch. The 07's doing a great job of getting active early on in this one, Reed.
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, seeing Ryan Dwyer go into the corner there is nice.
Jean with a shot. Kiefer just misses that one to the glove side. Jonah Leard will be the first one in for it, but the Knights try to clear. They don't have any luck doing that. Now, Flyers are going to keep the pressure on. Finn Morris, he'll rim it around, and he'll look for Thatcher Hughes. That one through the skates of him, and Moncton will keep it in. The Knights with it again. Ryan Harper playing defense for this game with the shortage of defenseman. Nathan Mossy is out for the Knights this evening, excuse me. That's moved up now. Knights try to enter the zone, but off a leg, and it bounces back out towards Connor Pierce, where he'll dump it in towards Cormier. 16:30 left to go now in the first frame as the Flyers defense plays pitch and catch. Eventually exit their blue line with Austin Sanchez. He'll dump that one in towards Thompson, and he'll slow that one down for Andy Thompson. Owen McPherson reunited with Ross Campbell and Evan Nicholson, something that we saw split up over the weekend. Nicholson turns, tries to find Campbell as 4 Flyers battle for it, and they break out.
Oh, great play by Campbell there.
Ross is definitely someone where everybody admires his offense, but not a lot of people know the defensive upside that this guy has. Him and Nicholson on the power play and the penalty kill, both of them Charlottetown Islanders draft picks. Flyers looking to dodge a hit there, and successfully. Dawson Sharkey was the Knight looking to barrel down his man. Collette will lay it off.
Great battle by Sharkey.
Great job, and a quick
shot
over
nice shot
the
by
net.
McGuigan.
Caden got all of that, but just couldn't find the target as Boudreau will exit the zone.
Yeah, shots would be really nice here. Just battles going back. Nobody's really solidifying the zone, so that was a great opportunity by McGuigan.
Caden, 3 goals, 3 assists so far this year for the 07 forward, part of the Canada Games team this February in McLaughlin Arena, as Kiefer will allow that one to keep playing with Moncton offside, and eventually they jump the gun anyways, and we'll have our first whistle just about 5 minutes in with 15:07 remaining in the first period of a fast-paced game, Reed.
Yeah, for sure. When you play the first 5 minutes of the game, no whistles, it certainly gets tiring, but the boys got lots of energy tonight, and they just keep it going both ways.
Definitely a little bit more intensity for the Knights this weekend than last, that's for sure. On a 3-game skid, as we mentioned, 3 losses in a row. Dropped their record to 13-3-1-1. Cormier walks in, shoots over the glove of Thompson again. They seem to be going for the glove on Kiefer, but they haven't got anything yet. Carson McKenzie was too eager, and he jumped the gun, and just like that, we'll get another whistle with 14:51 left to go in the first frame. Shots now 2-1 for the Flyers, but probably about 10 or so pucks thrown at the net, but just can't hit it early on, Reed.
Yeah, no, teams are just moving the puck into the zone, and opportunities are coming, but nobody can get it to the goalie, to be honest.
Good job by Carson Griffin to keep
Nice
it in,
pass.
lay it off. McKenzie doesn't get all that he wants on that one, and that's an easy save for Cormier to make. Knights and Flyers continue to battle for it down low. McKenzie will pinch in, now up to Pierce at the point. Pierce turns that one over to Sanchez, but he does a good job of slowing down the Moncton attack, as does Carson McKenzie. Before that one hops back to second-year defenseman, number 3, Justin Smith, for the Bulk Carriers Knights. McKenzie with it again. He looks to move it up ice, which he does, but only to Sturgeon, though, and he'll loop all the way back into his end and behind the cage. Zach Wheeler leads his team in points. Always a guy you got to look out for, as do the Q Scouts, as he'll go relatively high this year in the QMJHL entry draft. Just announced that will be held in Sherbrooke this year. Flyers looking to break it out here, but the Knights defensemen doing a great job of being active, and the one time that they didn't, the Flyers are out. Jean with a shot over the glove of Thompson again. Rebound off the skating in. A bad hop for the Knights. Sees a high shot by Nika Jean. Bounce back out to the crease off the skate of Thompson and into the back of the cage for a fluky first goal in this one, Reed.
Yeah, that's a tough one if you're Kiefer Thompson. Just kind of a soft one, comes off the glass. You know, you don't really know what to do in that situation once you see it behind you, but can't be mad at yourself for that one. Not really his fault.
The pucks are flying off the glass this afternoon. Usually they don't seem to be popping that hot, but here we are, and that's the reason why it's 1-0 right now.
I'm not sure we've seen a shot pretty much directly on net, other than off the blocker, trapper, then wide, but hopefully they can get something going here.
A weird start for sure as puck hops over the glass and behind the Knights bench, so we'll have an inside the zone face-off on Kiefer Thompson as the Knights find themselves down again. Flyers win that one, but a good job by the winger McPherson to pinch in and help. Now Ross Campbell with Evan Nicholson. Nicholson to Campbell. Campbell tries to tap back, finds Nicholson. Campbell with it again. Pierce at the point. He blows a tire, does a good job to keep it in low though, and he directs that one towards McPherson. Campbell in to help. Moncton eventually gets it out though.
Lots of active sticks from Ross Campbell here. Just getting a stick on every puck trying to come over the blue line, and that's really helpful here for this line for the Knights.
That is for sure. Ross Campbell, definitely a guy that brings a lot of energy to the team. He leads the league in points right now.
Drag.
Knights move in. Good shot, but a better save as Cormier's able to smother that one up. Knights trying to muster up some offense, but no goals yet.
This is a great chance for the Knights to actually get some good puck movement going in the zone here. They haven't really been in the zone too much early on in this game, but they're slowly getting used to it, and they'll get into a rhythm here.
A good opportunity for the Knights to strike right now as Brandon Murphy's out with Caden McGuigan and Dawson Sharkey. Head coach Luke Beck already electing to switch up the lines here early on. Here's Boudreau. He'll move in. Still Boudreau, good shot, but a better save by Thompson. He returns from the Moncton Wildcat system. Good shot. Oh, that one sneaked behind Thompson. He's able to get down, block it out, rebound. It's still loose. And the Flyers get to it first. Cam White up top. Sturgeon, man in front, shot just wide, and that one's gonna trickle all the way back up to the point. Now down low. Arid pass goes wide. Boudreau's the first one to it. Zachary Boudreau. Down low to Cam White, off the blade of him. Brennan Murphy goes glassing out, and Sturgeon's there to meet it. That one's put all the way back into the zone where Jackson Batchelder will be there for the Bulk Carriers Knights, and he'll swing that one to his left, and he'll find Justin Smith. Now to Carson McKenzie. McKenzie had a goal in the second last Knights home game. Now Zach Wheeler. He'll come in, lay it off. Sanchez overskated it though. Cooper Cormier's in to help out his teammate. And they get it. Wheeler overskated, and Cormier turns and fires, but that one trickles wide. Cormier again. He's all over the place in this shift. Buzzing with energy as he tries to get the red and black up one more. Long flip shot in there from Johnson, goes about 5 feet high. That will just bounce around, but eventually the Knights do break it out. Ryan Dwyer, he takes a hit along the boards, and that allows Sanchez to get back first, where he finds Cormier. Finn Morris will pinch up though, and he'll cause some troubles for Cormier. Knights really got to slow things down here. They're running all over the place early on in this one. Finn Morris finds Thatcher Hughes. He'll bat it off, and he'll give it to Collette. Goal scorer for the Flyers, Jane, hands it over. Where Hendrickson will move in. To Weber, shot, good save by Kiefer. He'll get the right pad on that one. And now Jonah McDonald will move it up to Ross Campbell. High-paced hockey here early on. Ross Campbell drops that one to Murnahan. He fans on the shot, and now Moncton's going to get a chance to go back the other way. It's Daigle. Dag tries to throw it in, but isn't able to. Justin Smith will intercept that one, and Ross Campbell will try to slow things down behind the net. Ross moves it over. Jonah McDonald now. to Ross Campbell. He tries to find a way in, but he's blocked down. And Pearson Smith will come all the way back for it. 9:30 now left to go in the first frame. Surgeon with a good pinch there, and he's able to take that one away from Campbell. Wheeler comes down. Off the glass goes Pierce. Pierce to McPherson. McPherson looks for Campbell, but that one's out of reach, and that's going to go the length of the ice for an icing call now with only 9:15 left to go in the first frame. So Reed, some high-paced hockey here. This is what you want to see if you're the Knights, but no goals so far for the home team.
Not seeing too many whistles either. And finally looking at the shots on goal, 2-1, 6-3 here for Moncton. So boys need to get a few more shots on net and start getting some confidence that way.
What better line to throw out than this one? Campbell, Nicholson, and McPherson. Ross Campbell with it. He'll try to move it around, but fails to do so. He still maintains though. That one bouncing around. Finally, it's broken free, and Finn Morris will be the first one there. Steps over the red line, and he'll fire it down to Cormier. He'll lay it off, and now the Flyers will try to break out with Zach Wheeler. Wheeler across the red line, dumps it in, off the glass, and back out in front of the net. There's another one. Giveaway, though. Puck out in front. Never found a red and black sweater, though. Now it does, but it's about 10 seconds too late. Cam White behind the net. Tries to bank it off to himself. Finn Morris blocked him off, though. Evan Nicholson sends a man down on the ice before he collects the puck, and he'll start the Knights' breakout. He'll find a streaking Dawson Sharkey. Across the blue line is Sharkey. We saw him score a beauty of a goal from that position earlier this year, but instead he takes a penalty, and now the Knights are going to be a man short for two. Cormier glides to the bench. McGuigan touches the puck, and Sharkey's going to sit for two on a tripping minor. And this might just deflate this Knights team, Reed.
Yeah, already down one. Not sure you want to take a penalty kill against the Flyers. Watch out for that shot by Wheeler, too, coming off the wing. That could be deadly. Seen it deadly a few times this year against the Wild, so.
Yeah, Zach Wheeler set up in the almost like an Alex DeBrincat kind of spot down low, and ready to let one rip as he sets up there now on the right half wall. Hendrickson to Wheeler. Here he is. He'll cut in on Smith. The shot goes wide.
There it is.
Just as we said, Hendrickson now up with it again. Shot tip goes wide. Batting at it was Boudreau, but he put it right in towards Thompson, and he'll cover up. So there's 22 seconds gone on the man advantage for the Flyers, but already a couple good chances, Reed.
Yeah, certainly want to be aware if you're Kiefer Thompson. That glove side's getting a lot of use right now in this hockey game. They're not coming off his blocker side too much, so.
When they hit the net, that is, as Justin Smith goes back for it, tries to rim it out, but Cooper Cormier keeps that one in. Second in team points for the Flyers. He'll load one there. Rebound, scores! Johnny on the spot. Jonah Leard will rip a rebound off the pad of Kiefer Thompson, and he'll find the back of the net on the Dawson Sharkey penalty. It's 2-0 Flyers. Well, Cormier sure let that one go, Reed.
Yeah, just as I was talking about, might want to be careful on that blocker side for Kiefer, but that one came a little too quick. Just sitting out front, absorbed the rebound, and Leard was there to pot it.
Yeah, Leard got inside the defense, and he made them pay, that's for sure. Finn Morris behind his own cage. Looks for a breakout, and he finds one with Griffin. To Dwyer, as McKenzie shot by Dwyer, though, and Cormier will get the save on a delayed offside call. That sure was a late whistle on that one.
Yeah, that one was a little late. Not sure they were really expecting that elbow tap by Carson Griffin, keeping the puck going forward, but great play. Just unfortunate that it's offside.
Maybe Griff should try his luck at soccer. Now McKenzie on the goal line, turns and fires for a bad angle shot, never got to the cage. Dwyer will try to move that one low. McKenzie takes a run at his man, and Collette will move that one up. Good keep though, only momentarily, and Finn Morris will regroup 175 feet away from the goal of Cormier. Not for long, Thatcher Hughes gets one at the blue line. It's a 1-on-5. Thatcher takes a cross check, and he goes hard into the boards, but he's up. Knights trying to keep this one inside the zone. No luck though, and Weber's going to break out. He finds Jonah Leard. Drops it to Weber. Weber shoots, good save. Thompson rebound behind the net. Andy Thompson overskates it. And Jackson Batchelder will pin up his man. Play coming. Almost a stoppage in time, but eventually kicked out as Sturgeon will be with it up top. Shot, that hit a body in front and went wide. Then Andy Thompson gets decked, and that will be a penalty on the Flyers.
Yeah, Andy Thompson definitely nowhere near that puck. That was just not a very smart penalty to take. Obviously in the offensive zone, 200 feet from your own net, not very smart.
Yeah, like a minimum of 5 feet away from the puck was Andy Thompson, and he got flattened out of nowhere by Miguel Riger. And the Knights power play gets an opportunity to strike. Only 8%, or 13 rather, excuse me. 13% on the year. This is the Knights power play. 93% is the Flyers penalty kill. Ross Campbell keeps that in, but not for long. Here comes Nathan Weber in on Thompson. Shot, good save by Kiefer. Getting that blocker side going is Thompson, and no surprise with that save. I say it every time, but Kiefer's one of the best in the league at the breakaways, Reed.
Yeah, for sure. That was a great lockdown chance there, keeping the Knights in on this power play, still giving them a chance to revive their game.
Nicholson down low, can't find McGuigan. That one will come up again. Smith, cross ice, Ross Campbell. He has McPherson and Nicholson. Oh, just about had McPherson right in the middle of the slot. But that's another penalty. And it's going to be a hooking call as Sanchez will go and sit for 2. And the Knights are going to get a 1 minute and 18-second 5-on-3 man advantage.
A little bit of a scary position here for the Flyers. Lots of firepower when it comes to shooting and puck movement here for the Knights. They do have a good power play.
Knights looking to get to work now as we're going to keep pretty much the exact same unit out there. Mixing it up a little bit, adding Dawson Sharkey on for Caden McGuigan and Finn Morris on for Justin Smith. Quick shot, couldn't find the net, was Nicholson. Finn Morris will be the QB for this one. Morris lays it off to McDonald. McDonald will look back, and he'll find Campbell down low. Cross ice, but that one couldn't find the blade of Nicholson. Morris down low, Ross Campbell across to McDonald. Shot into the glove of Sanchez with Sharkey on the doorstep waiting for a rebound, but Simon Cormier wouldn't give Shark anything, Reed.
No, they're moving the puck great on this power play. Still love to see the puck get put on net a little bit more. Obviously, time's limited here on this 5-on-3.
Boys are going to try to go again, staying with the same unit again. Andy Thompson now out to replace Finn Morris. McDonald, Thompson. Thompson at the ring-out line, lays it off to McDonald. McDonald back to Thompson, but that one was 3 feet behind him, and Andy's going to have to regroup now. 29 seconds remaining on the first minor, 1 minute and 8 remaining on the second. Sharkey to McDonald, to Sharkey. He'll walk in, look for a shot. He'll decide to loop back, and he'll find Thompson. Thompson moves it to McDonald. McDonald back to Thompson. One-timer scores! Andy Thompson releases a bomb to the low glove side, and the Knights cut the Flyers' lead in half.
That's exactly what you want to see here, Luke. Absolutely great one-timer there from Andy Thompson. You could just see the puck moving around the zone. It was bound to happen, but great to see the Knights bring a goal back into this game to bring it to 1.
And the Knights still on the man advantage for just under a minute here. 54 seconds left to go on the 5-on-4. So the first unit gets the job done for the Knights, and now Carson Griffin's going to try to come in. Griffin has it down low. Trailing him is Murphy for the Knights. That one poked out a play though, and it's going to be a foot race. Zach Wheeler with Andy Thompson. Wheeler beats Thompson, but Murphy's there to help him. Brennan Murphy to Carson Griffin. Griff crosses the blue line. Tries to lay a man out, has no success, and Andy's going to have to come all the way back. Goes behind the cage. Thompson guards Wheeler. and crosses the blue line, and he'll look to wheel up ice. The lone Knights goal scorer on this one.
Assistant number 19, Jonah
To Murphy. Thompson. That one down low, doesn't find McKenzie. Now the Knights up with it again. Cross ice, Griffin. He had net there, but he couldn't get the puck to settle, and Pierce will rim it all the way down as we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Carson Griffin's going to take it outside of the zone and slow things down here as he looks to change up. McPherson comes on for Griffin. That one's intercepted by the Flyers, and they try to look to come back the other way. McKenzie intercepts. Only momentarily, as both teams are going to go back and forth here with the puck possession. Eventually broken out. Sanchez out of the box, lays it off. Cormier into the glove of Thompson, and that'll be good for Thompson's 8th save of the period. Kiefer definitely the busier of the two goalies so far. Shots 6-10 right now in favor of the Moncton Flyers. Knights find Campbell, wasn't even looking at it, hit him right in the blade. How about that for passing? Nicholson, long shot in off the blocker and into the corner. Nicholson with it now, tries to curl and drag one towards the goal, doesn't have any success. McPherson tries to find Nicholson, finds instead the Flyers. Turn and a fire there. Smith didn't get 100% of that on that try. Wheeler moves it, and here they come. The Flyers wheel in a shot. Good stick there though, as Dag couldn't get everything on it. Ross Campbell to Owen McPherson. McPherson, he crosses the blue line, but it's offside as the puck hopped on him last second, and with $1:50 left to go in the first, we're going to have another whistle here as the Knights are still looking to pressure the Flyers, Reed.
Yeah, they're getting closer to tying this game up here. They're getting lots more pucks into the zone. They've finally come to terms on solidifying their opportunities.
Face off outside of the Flyers blue line, and the Flyers will gain control.
Oh,
and a big
great hit.
Finn Morris just let Boudreau have it, and he'll head off and to the bench with his head down and his bucket off.
Keep your head up when you see number 2 coming. That was a great hit by Finn Morris.
Finn's not the biggest guy on the team, 5'11", 155, but he made it seem like he was 6'5" in that one.
He can sure throw the body around.
And Boudreau's definitely bigger of the two. Boudreau,
wow!
6'1" as the linesman takes a tumble, and now the Flyers are going to come back. The other Boudreau, Benoit Boudreau, he tries to throw one in the home plate area, can't find a man, and now the Knights are going to come back with Jonah McDonald. He lays it off McGuigan. 1 minute left to go in the first frame. Sharkey, he'll have it, he'll shoot. Good block though by the Flyers, Benoit Boudreau, and what a sequence there, Reed. Things are heating up towards the end of the first.
Yeah, big return and contact there. Cooper Cormier absolutely laid the body. Not sure Thatcher Hughes saw that one coming.
Finn Morris, what a hit.
Obviously the bucket popping off makes that one look a little bit better.
Oh, 100%. I'm sure that one will find its way to Instagram here later tonight as Pierce is the first one of the puck for the Knights. Pressured by Wheeler, and he'll move it up to Sanchez. He is Leard. Smith in between them. Good block by Smitty, and he'll stop the Moncton attack. He'll rim that one to Carson Griffin with 30 seconds to go. Griff's going to cross the blue line for the Flyers. He'll look cross ice. Sharkey catches and releases it, but no goal there. Puck wasn't able to settle down on its edge. Pierce looks and finds the streaking Carson Griffin, but that one's poked away, and with 15 seconds left, Justin Smith will float into his own end. Finds Pierce, who finds Sharkey. Sharkey with 8 seconds left, chips it around Sturgeon, lays it off for Ryan Dwyer, tries to find Sharkey again, finds Murnahan, he'll turn and fire, and time will expire. So a fast-paced period, a great action-packed period. Finds the Knights trailing by 1 by a score of 2-1 to the Moncton Flyers, the second-place team in the NBPEI League. Shots 10-7 for the Flyers, Reed, as they look to hold on to their lead for the remainder.
Lots of shots and hits coming out of that period, but Flyers come out of this one on top, Luke.
For sure, and they look to do that in the next period. Once the Zamboni gets done with this thing, we'll meet you back here on the other side in 12 minutes. Welcome back, Knights fans, to period 2 action between the top 2 teams in the NBPEI MU18 Hockey League, the Charlottetown Bulk Carriers Knights and the Moncton Rally Motors Flyers. And Owen McPherson will turn and fire that one down the length of the ice off the opening draw. If you're just joining us, it's now 2-1 for the Bulk Carriers, or for the Moncton Flyers rather, excuse me. Goal is coming from number 21, Nika Jen for Moncton, and Jonah Leard, and Andy Thompson got the lone goal for the Bulk Carriers Knights on a 5-on-3 power play strike. So Knights 1 for 1, or 1 for 2 on the man advantage rather. They win that one. Ross Campbell with a shot, that's blocked, and Batchelder will throw it down low. Ferson's on the hunt. Campbell gets to it first. Now Andy Thompson to Ross. He'll turn that one over. Zach Wheeler was in the way of that one, and Andy will do a good job to body him down along the boards. Batchelder will find McPherson. He'll look to move that one, and he eventually picks it up himself again. Campbell. Now he'll take a hit, and that's a penalty as the Knights are going to get another chance on the power play. Ross Campbell went down, and the official's arm went up. Head contact is the call. The Knights looking to make it 2 for 3 on the power play here, Reed.
Yeah, this is the 3rd penalty in a row for the Flyers. Hopefully the Knights can grab a second goal here. They're only 1 for 2 in the power play right now, but obviously we saw them strike on the 5-on-3, and let's hope they do it again.
Well, penalties aren't your friend, that's one thing for sure, as the Knights already showed the Flyers that once tonight. Down low, Sharkey looked for Murphy, and he got McDonald. McDonald down low, Sharkey, he'll try a jam play, puck just sitting there, and it's in! It was sitting right below Cormier, he couldn't locate it, and Brennan Murphy got to it first, poking it into the goal.
A little bit of confusion here with the referee, it seems.
But some confusion between the officials, as you're right, Reed. I don't know how that's not a good goal. Maybe the only argument is goalie interference. Maybe Murphy pushed the pad in, but it is a good goal. So the captain, Brennan Murphy, he'll get his 5th of the year, his 14th point, and we're all square again.
Not sure if you noticed there, Luke, but Coach Beck switching up the QB on the power play once again. He's been bouncing around from Finn Morris to Andy Thompson back to Justin Smith on this unit.
Smitty doing a great job, obviously a playmaker for sure. He's played 2 years in this league and he still doesn't have a goal, but he has lots of assists to speak for himself in the points category. As the Moncton coaches protest, the refs will listen, but we'll get the puck dropped here at center ice in the McLaughlin Arena, and Smith will be the first one to it. He was looking for McGuigan, didn't get him though, and Benoit Boudreau will hammer that one down to Connor Pierce. He'll turn it over, but thankfully Smitty's there to pick up the loose change, and he'll hand it off to Sharkey. And he finds Murphy, walks in, that one's ripped wide, batting at it was Sharkey, couldn't connect. Now the Flyers coming back with it. Boudreau, he'll overskate it. Smith tries to find his man McGuigan, can't do that though. And now the Flyers are going to go on the attack again. Jonah Leard, cross ice, Johnson was streaking in. Couldn't find him though. Sturgeon on the point, tries to find Leard, that one knee height though, and Benoit Boudreau will go down to it. Met by Caden McGuigan, he'll muscle him out of the way. Caden will try to loop it back, and he'll throw down Boudreau again. Dawson Sharkey, he'll just look to get that one out of the zone. That one's hammered all the way back in on Thompson, and he'll lay it off to the side. Long stretch pass, McGuigan gets a stick on it as that was out of his reach, and down goes Sturgeon, and once again the official's arm is in the air, and that's going to be a Ryan Dwyer penalty for tripping, Reed. So just as the Knights get hot, everything slowed back down again.
Yeah, we've seen 2 power play goals here from the Knights. Let's just hope we don't see one from the Flyers, but you never know. They have struck early on in this game, as they did have the 2-goal lead, but
Flyers might have scored their first goal on the power play too.
Oh yes, for sure, probably.
So Moncton's chance to get going here. Moncton rocking an 8% on the power play. One of the worst in the league. Knights rocking an 88% on the penalty kill, and that's middle of the pack. As Hendrickson will play pitch and catch with Wheeler. He hits a Knights player in front. I believe that was Ryan Harper. Harper, as we mentioned, playing defense for this one. Puck out in front. That one had the right side open, but Thompson cut down the angle. Good diving play there, Hendrickson, but he's offside, and Cormier will touch up. The whistle will go, and the faceoff will come outside of the zone with 1:30 left to go.
We do know the Flyers are active when it comes to shots, and they have been in the lead for this whole hockey game, but Knights are starting to catch up. We'll see if they can notch some on the power play, but Knights are doing a great job of holding their own right now.
So both teams' power plays, they haven't been doing that bad. 2 out of the 3 Moncton penalties resulted in a goal, and so far 1 out of the 2 Charlottetown penalties resulted in a goal. Charlottetown on their 3rd kill of the night. Now Moncton trying to just get set up. Knights aren't allowed to do that easily though. Puck down low inside. Leard couldn't stuff it. Wheeler fans on that. Ross Campbell will take his time, dishing it off to Owen McPherson, who will dump it in, and he'll allow Jackson Batchelder to go off for a change, and Connor Pierce will come on for him. Pierce, he'll take on Cooper Cormier. He'll try to dangle in that one off of Pierce and into the corner. Andy Thompson tries to race for it, but Nika Jean is there first, and Andy Thompson will stick left him and fire it down where Cormier sits. Collette, he'll touch up behind the cage. And he'll move it up to Sanchez. He crosses the blue line, drops it, but not exactly to the player that he wanted. Collette again on the blue line, walks in, shoots long, shot wide. Smith will turn and fire, and that will pretty much do it. 5 seconds left to go here on the Flyers man advantage, and they'll just let it go down. As not a real valiant effort from the Flyers on that one, Reed. The Knights penalty killers were active with the sticks, and they shut them down.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Flyers may have only got 1 shot on that power play, but the PK percentage is going up for the Knights after that one. You'd love to see that if you're a Knights fan.
Definitely. Finn Morris, that one he had difficulty with, so it will trickle off and out of the zone. Sharkey will tap up, and he'll get going on the forecheck. Sturgeon, he'll move it up. Leger's there, but Sharkey's going to loop back. Dawson Sharkey puts it through the legs of Sturgeon, but can't proceed. Wheeler across the blue line. He'll look to move it up ice, and he'll get it down low behind the line. Ryan Harper's there, pressured by Leger. Harps tries to turn it around, can't, but he gets it again, and he'll find Carson Griffin. He'll move that one sideways to Morris, back to Griffin. Griffin curling a shot, good block there by Johnson, eliminating the threat of Griffin. And now the Flyers will get back to work. Turnover, Sharkey turns and fires, but he fanned on it. Griffin turns and fires, but he was below the goal line. Now puck batted all the way down and into the Knights' end, where it will cross the goal line and go for icing with 14:33 left to go in the second period.
Definitely seeing a lot more whistles in the first period here, Luke.
Still back and forth though, just not the same high-flying hockey. Still got 14 miles left to go though. Could always change. Knights ozone draw. Jonah McDonald's going to go up against Zach Wheeler. Wheeler wins it, and Sturgeon will collect. Sturgeon had some trouble getting it out, and Batchelder will stop that. McDonald looking cross ice, finds Thompson. Andy with the hot stick tonight. Murnahan out there with Batchelder, the 2 Knights APs. That one up in the air, glove down. Just rambling out in front. Murnahan fans on it. Turns, fires. Good save by Cormier. Murnahan with it still. Batchelder to Thompson. Andy Thompson curls, drags, shot. That one went wide. Batchelder again. Rims it down low. Murnahan has it on his blade. Well, he pressured though. Sturgeon will take him into the corner hard.
Lots of action from the 2 APs here, Luke.
Batchelder. Andy Thompson. Floater in, tip shot just over the net. McPherson comes on. Knights trying to get out line one here. Can't hold the zone though, and down the ice it goes. Thompson thinks about getting it, but it ends up going for icing. No, too many men. Is it too many men or just an icing? We'll have to see, as there was about 8 Moncton players on the ice whenever the referee blew their whistle.
I did see a little bit too much red there, and there seemed to be some confusion. Turned from an icing call to an orange arm in the air, but we're just going to move ahead with the 5-on-5 face-off here in Moncton zone.
Reed, to your point, both Knights APs this afternoon doing fantastic.
Lots of touches from Batchelder and Murnahan. Murnahan putting in lots of great work down low.
Especially that shift. Here comes Nicholson to the net.
Oh, wow. What a goal by Nicholson.
Nicholson on the odd man rush, roofs one high glove. And from 2-0 to 3-2, it's a Bulk Carriers Knights lead thanks to Nicholson.
Absolutely gross goal there by Nicholson. He's patented for that short side shot. See it lots and in different kinds of ice times as he's around the island lots, but unreal play from Nicholson.
Oh, well, we've seen that in the Summer League enough, especially me. Ripping it short side. Taken into the corner. Hard there as this line looks to get going again. Luke Beck staying with this Nicholson line. They eventually try to break it free. Smith will pinch, throwing a floater towards the glove of Cormier, and he'll hold with 12:47 left to go in the second period. Knights climbing their way back into the shots category. It's now 12-11 for the home team.
Finally seeing a Knights lead here. That's great if you're in black and gold.
A slow start again, but what can I say? We're used to it here. Slow starts have been one of the Achilles heels for this Knights team. Night in, night out. Trying to move it up ice. Ross Campbell intercepts, but Jonah Lear gets to it now. Nicholson gets it again. He'll curl and he'll look for an outlet. He finds backdoor. McPherson stops. Scores!
What a pass by Nicholson there. McPherson was ready for that one, Luke.
Oh my goodness, Evan Nicholson putting on a show in this one.
Certainly stocking up the highlight reel.
He'll loop around the face-off circle, find McPherson backdoor, and he literally took all the time that he needed. He stopped, he waited, he stick-handled a couple times, and he ripped it low blocker on Cormier. 4 unanswered for the Knights, Reed.
Yeah, you're really loving to see that, to be honest. As he said, slow start, but they're getting moving now, and they're not stopping anytime soon by the looks of it.
Number 22, Owen McPherson. Assistant number 18.
Great pass by Nicholson as the Knights look to go again. Thatcher Hughes will drop it in. As all 3 forwards on that line get a point, it's McPherson, excuse me, from Nicholson and Campbell. Sanchez walks in, shoots it, good low stick save by Thompson.
Really not much more you can ask for if you're Luke Beck, asking your 2 biggest players to step up and hopefully get a lead in this game, and they delivered coming out for this second period.
That's exactly what they did. At least one member of that Nicholson, McPherson, Campbell line have had a point on 3 out of the 4 Knights goals this evening, as the Knights look to keep their foot on the gas here halfway through the second frame. Johnson, that will skip over his stick and go the length. The linesman deemed it icing, so we'll come all the way back to the blocker side of veteran netminder Kiefer Thompson, rocking that CCM stick that he loves so much. Knights look to get going here with Justin Smith, or Andy Thompson rather, excuse me, off the glass and out to Ryan Dwyer. 1-on-1, Ryan Dwyer looks to burn him wide, but a good stick by Sturgeon. And now he'll have to go back and collect it. Not if Carson Griffin can stop it. He does. Now Sharkey rims it back down to Griffin. Griffin behind the net. I'm just putting this out there, but watch out for the Zegers whenever Griff's behind the net. He's been known to try it a couple times. I believe it's been over 3 times already this year.
Great size from Griffin. He's got lots of range with that stick, so be careful.
Ooh, just about found Sharkey on a little flip pass. We saw a goal from Jonah McDonald like that earlier this year in Summerside. From the Knights' own end, a flick pass all the way up to the far blue line, and McDonald took her in from there. Offside is the call here, as the Knights will look to give Jackson Batchelder even more ice time as they look to kind of mold him for next season and the season after, of course, as well, as he continues to impress this Knights scouting department at the Eastern Express program. Obviously, they've had lots of success there. Just look at the Nicholson, Campbell, McPherson line. All three of them are from the blue and white. Justin Smith now has to go back behind the cage with former Wild teammate Thompson. Turns it over, back door! He had a wide open net, did Leger, and he missed it wide.
Had a great opportunity to bring that back to one, but obviously just missed it by a mile.
A rotten turnover as Sharkey will run over his man, and that'll allow the Knights to get going. Griffin off the glass, took a weird hop off the stanchion. That one, once again, lots of D-zone turnovers. Sharkey will hit his man down again, and now Wheeler will cross the blue line. Zach Wheeler down low, shot into the glove of Thompson from a bad angle. Kiefer had to flex around for that one, but nonetheless, he has the whistle.
A little bit of an awkward line change there from the Knights, too. A little bit of confusion. Griffin went to flip that one in and head to the bench, and then they ended up with 3 guys on the ice, but they got it sorted out eventually and back in their own zone here for the whistle.
Yeah, it's definitely an odd sequence there. As you mentioned, Griff took a weird hop and right back to him. Murnahan can't get the puck out, and Wheeler will make him pay for that. Tries to throw one into the middle. Good block, though, but Cooper Cormier is going to cycle it down low again. Sanchez is there, and he'll pressure Andy Thompson for it. Zach Wheeler down there as well. Thompson moves it. Murnahan chips it down, but wasn't past the red line, and that'll go down for icing one more time as we're all tied up in shots now. Reed at 13 apiece.
Yep, the Knights are certainly catching up to the Flyers. A little bit more pace coming out of their shot department, and the Flyers are starting to slow down, but clearly you can see a little bit of stress coming from both sides on the bench for the Flyers. They just want to get something going here. They want to get back into this hockey game.
Moncton trying to create something here. Knights doing a good job of keeping everything outside of the home plate area. Not really the danger zone for the defense, as the Knights break out with it. McDonald tries to move one up to Murnahan. That bounces over his stick, and that'll allow the Flyers to come back, but Cormier will just throw it down, and no one's home. Thompson off the boards. McDonald, he has to hurry for it, can't get there. Cormier will meet him. Wheeler. Now Hendrickson. High stick by McDonald. He'll touch up. No whistle, though. Wheeler, he'll take a bump from Andy Thompson. And Kiefer Thompson's down to play it. Couldn't have made that one easy on me. Kiefer likes to come out behind the net and play it with the big stick. McPherson, he'll pressure his man Johnson, push him all the way around the net. Sturgeon will look cross ice now. Beauty of a pass to Leard, and he'll come down on Finn Morris. Finn uses a good gap there and pushes him to the outside. Flyers looking to attack. Sturgeon, long shot off the bar. Rebound, can't capitalize on it, is Moncton. Thompson now behind the net. He'll hand it off to Morris. This Knights group really need a whistle here as they've been running around for a little bit. Campbell will elect to regroup, and he'll miss a pass by 20 feet, and that's going to go down for icing for 7:28 to go. Reed, the Knights are on their heels a little bit here.
Yeah, adding to your point there, Kiefer Thompson coming out of the net, he gets around the net, but he doesn't go too far out of the imaginary trapezoid. Obviously no rule in this league, but the Wildcats prospect getting used to it, just in case he makes that jump up. You got to be ready to go. Can't go outside of those red lines.
Well, talking to Kiefer last week whenever he was up in Moncton, all positive reviews from the Wild coaching staff. Kiefer put his talents on display, trying to earn a spot on the team next year, which definitely won't just be given to him with 2 returning goalies to the Wildcat system, but he's confident that he can crack it, and I don't blame him at all. Quick shot there off the pad of Cormier, rebound. finds his own man, and Benoit Boudreau, he takes a tumble, and that one will fall to Finn Morris. He'll try to keep it in. He's not able, and here's a 2-on-1 for the Flyers off the skate of Leard. And Harper will be able to just rim that one out. Ross Campbell now in a foot race with O'Brien, O'Brien getting his very first point of the season tonight, Reed. He now has 1 assist in 17 games. That's one thing that this Flyers group is noticed for, at least by me whenever doing the notes for tonight, is there's a late jab at Kiefer Thompson by Sanchez. Is that the Moncton team, the Flyers, they aren't getting a lot of production from the back end of the points. Sturgeon 4 points, Murray 3 points, Collette has 8 and 17, Hendrickson has 9, O'Brien got his first, and Johnson has 1. If you want to flourish in this league, you need all 5 players on the ice able to score, and you haven't gotten that so far yet with this Flyers team.
Yeah, obviously the blue line there for Moncton isn't too point producing when it comes to assists or even goals. Only 8 goals between all 7 defensemen.
Took a big hit to the blue line after last year. I believe over 80% of Moncton's players last year are now either playing in the QMJHL or Junior A. They look to expand their hockey careers. As Batchelder will get to it first, he'll put it down towards Murray. Carson McKenzie will touch up, spin, and he'll look down low. Thatcher Hughes is there. Murray tries to block him out. Thatcher's going to go hunting for a puck. Ryan Dwyer, brother Jack on the Wild. Jack has 4 points this year and I believe 15 games. Ryan has 3 and 8. Ryan the 07 birth year, Jack the 05. As Carson Griffin's going to go down along the goal line. He's pinned up by Murray. Sharkey thought he had it, but Cormier comes out with it. Cormier will try to poke it by Jackson Batchelder. Batchelder's doing a good job to shed him off. Tries to push it back up the boards, but doesn't get enough steam on that one, and he's going to have to go to work again. Good work by the AP to hold a powerhouse sniper like Cormier off in that rush, Reed.
Yeah, obviously Cormier's got a little bit of unstoppable force coming into the zone there, but obviously it's converted, and here goes the Knights the other way. Wow, great move by Griffin there.
That was silky by Griffin. That's why some of the boys are calling him Zegras. Just grabbed the puck from behind his own back and threw it right on his own tape.
We love to see good creativity from 1-4 there, eh?
Exactly, eh? Griffin over skates at Wheeler, has it now in on Andy Thompson. Andy's going to lay the body on him.
Big hit there, Andrew Thompson on Zach Wheeler. The point leader for the Flyers just gets shut down in the slot.
Second in league points, too, only to the Knights' very own Ross Campbell. Zach Wheeler on the season has 28. Ross Campbell slotting in at now 30, I believe, or 31 with this 2 assists tonight. Carson Griffin still out there for the Knights. They need a line change. Murphy's going to be content to go glass and out, and Griff's going to rush in on the back check. Sharkey kicks that one towards the goal off the bar, I believe, as that one went by the pad of Cormier, but it popped back out. Now Zach Wheeler tries to put one into the wheelhouse of Hendrickson. He's taken down. No penalty on the play, as the stick of Finn Morris got up into the grill of Hendrickson, the defenseman rushing up. Now McGuigan back for the Knights. He'll walk, shoot. Good low pad shot there, but a better save as Cormier gets the Bauer pad on that. McGuigan again, looking to move that one up ice, but Cam White stops that. Harper keeps it in though. Great job by Harps, showing his versatility here. He's played center, wing, and defense this year. Doing it all for head coach Luke Beck. Anything he asks, Harps up to the challenge, and that's why he has an A this year, Reed.
Yeah, obviously love to see that. This game, jumping back on D, you can clearly see he's got some great edges. Played defense last year, and obviously, like you said, up and down the lineup in different positions.
Yeah, Harps is a big glue guy for this team, always keeping it loose in the room. Quick shot there, good save. Thompson popping right off those pads like they're brand new.
Yeah, Kiefer Thompson's just strong on those low shots tonight, eh?
Great job by Kiefer. So calm in the crease. Kind of reminds you of Carey Price, the way that he skates. There could be a wide open net back door, and he'll push over, make the save.
Great move
like it
by
was
McDonald.
nothing, as McDonald just about shoveled one low blocker. That was a crafty move by J-Mac. Now Weber tries to move it in. Batchelder gets in the way, and here comes Ross Campbell. 0 for 2 against the Caps on the breakaway. Doesn't get a chance to shine there as Murray blocks him out. Good angle by him. McPherson tries to pump it back down.
Big hit by Ross Campbell.
Ross Campbell throwing the body around. Knights really just laying down on all of the Flyers here, just throwing the hits down as the pass gets intercepted.
Obviously, when you get that 2-goal lead, contact is huge. You want to still come as a little frustrated, maybe.
Long stretch pass. Nicholson's in, shoots. Good save by Cormier. Nicholson looking for his 3rd point of the night.
Yeah, as I was saying there, you want to bring some contact just to show
Ross
you're still
Campbell
here.
behind the play. He'll go at it, and there's going to be a penalty only on Ross, as Cormier and Campbell were both going at it. But the officials deemed it that only Ross Campbell will be called for a cross-check. I don't know how you do that when both players have gone back and forth, and now he gets teed up. So referees telling Ross to keep talking.
Not very smart by Ross Campbell there. Obviously, when you get a call like that, just head down and go to the box, but that one's costly.
I don't know how you only take one there whenever they both were cross-checking back and forth.
Yeah, the initial call was just kind of lopsided on the Knights there, but.
And then Ross let him know, and he'll go to the room.
Obviously, when you have a letter on your jersey, you want to express a little bit of those emotions, but Ross just took a little too far there.
Jackson Batchelder will serve the penalty by Ross Campbell. Be interesting to see if it's a 2 and a 10 for Ross, or if it's a game.
As we said there, Lou, Harps is the glue, gets some noise going on the bench for this. This is a big penalty kill here for the Knights.
Hendrickson, a minute left to go here.
Number 11, Ross Campbell.
McKenzie will drive his man into the boards. Really been liking Carson McKenzie. He's probably been the most improved Knight of the season so far for me. Car's taken some big steps in his career early on.
Yeah, if this is your first time watching the Knights game, you might think Carson McKenzie's a vet in this league.
Wheeler shot, good save. Thompson rebound sticks to him, and he'll cover up. Sorry, Reed.
No, you're perfect. Just saying, McKenzie's just obviously grown over the year. He looks great tonight. Obviously playing in that, what seems to be top 6, obviously playing on a line with Brendan Murphy. He just looks fantastic out there.
2 goals, 2 assists, and 4 points for Carson McKenzie in 18 games played. The 07 forward looking to get drafted to a QMJHL franchise as Cormier loads with a one-timer, but that goes high and wide to the glove side once more. 30 seconds left to go. Hendrickson looking to move it. Wheeler on that half wall that we talked about. Hendrickson, long shot, kind of a butterfly of a shot there. Didn't get everything that he wanted on it, and that's going to go into the netting as the Knights really locking down the middle of the ice on this power play.
And it's the trend of the night. Cormier and Wheeler on the wings. They're seeing that 1-3-1, the puck just moving around, getting shots from the wing, and Cormier goes over the top left post, and Kiefer might have a sigh of relief on that one. That was a hard one-timer.
Yeah, Wheeler and Cormier just pounding them towards the net, back and forth. Almost reminds you of the Jude Campbell and Carson Griffin setup that the Knights had last year on the power play.
Awesome to see Jude Campbell play that half wall. Obviously, he's got a lethal shot. Bringing it to Rimouski now, but.
Yeah, Jude Campbell joined former Knights teammate Luke Coughlin. Both of them are up in Rim City right now. As turnover in front, Thompson with the save. That one hops into Andy Thompson, and time will expire. So Reed, 4 unanswered goals from the home team Knights. Find themselves with a 4-2 lead after 2. We'll see on the other side as we let the boys rest up, and the ice will rest up as well.
Shots on goal in the second period for the Flyers 5 and for the Knights 9.
Knights fans, period 3, score 4-2 for the Knights. But the Flyers are looking to change that. 40 seconds left to go on the Ross Campbell minor for tripping as that takes a funny hop. Thompson tries to clear. Wheeler gets it though. Tries to spin it over to Leard, but he can't find him. Hendrickson up top. Down low to Jonah Leard. To Hendrickson. He'll try to look cross ice, but instead he looks back to Wheeler. Zach Wheeler shoots off the stick of Finn Morrison wide. Jonah Leard now behind the net. Zach Wheeler rocking the fishbowl. Can't muster up a chance with that, and Finn Morris will go glassing out, and we're back to 5-on-5 hockey.
Great job by the Knights there.
Ross Campbell still having to sit until the 11-minute mark at least in this third period. Got an extra 10 minutes for talking back to the official on that call. Thompson looking to play that one up to Connor Pierce. Piercy will try to move her down low to Justin Smith. Old Piercy gets pinned up on the boards though. Moncton is trying to gain possession. Looking rink wide is Pierce again. He'll try to move it up ice, and he finds Dawson Sharkey. He'll tip that one down, but it's going to go all the way down for icing with 18:31 left to go in the third period.
Speaking of Piercy, obviously looking at the power play, I think we've seen every defenseman quarterback it except for him.
7-0-5-5-0. That's 137.
Quick shot, good save, Thompson. Down low, he'll cover up with 18:28 left to go. Thompson will cover up, and we'll get another face-off. Quick shot again, Thompson. Busy early on, Reed. That's his third shot already, and we're just a $1:36 into this one.
Yeah, he lost that one in the pads there. Had to shimmy shake the legs there to get that one out.
Jonah McDonald loses the draw again. He's 0 for 3 just on this shift. Now Sturgeon just about carries it in on his own goalie, but he'll spin off to the side where he finds Nathan Weber.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more alert there for Simon Cormier after that one.
Simon Cormier coming into this is 5-4 with a 3.26 goals against average. Quick shot in there on Cormier, but he covers up.
Pretty sure Jonah McDonald thought they had a chance at having another goal there.
So an ozone draw here for the Knights as they look to get going again, looking to make it 5 unanswered. Cam White with it behind his own cage. He'll move that one up ice, and now the Flyers look to counter. They'll rim it down to the corner of Jackson Batchelder. Now in behind the cage of Kiefer Thompson. Flyers try to work it free. Cam White thought he had to do a double take, and Batchelder will put it off the boards. Jonah Lear doing a great job to keep that one in, as everybody seems to be in on this. Thatcher Hughes, Ryan Dwyer, Jackson Batchelder. Now the Flyers finally come out with it. Batchelder with it again. They'll look to move it up ice. Murray will block that one off though, and he'll rim that back around. Flyers coming out with it. Batchelder getting another touch at it. He's been really active with the puck this shift, Reed.
Yeah, Batchelder's been a stud tonight. You love to see it. The kid is stepping up from Express. He is an AP, but obviously it is still high-level hockey, so he's still used to a bit of that pressure, but stepping into this lineup as an AP, he's doing really good.
Now here come the Flyers. Sanchez looks to move it in. Good poke check by Thompson. Puck behind the net, though. Flyers are going to keep going. Pierce gets to it. Now Cormier. Cormier to Wheeler. Wheeler up top. He finds Hendrickson. Eventually it comes back to Wheeler. Not the way that it was intended, though. And now Collette will have to loop back. Pressured hard, though, by Brennan Murphy. Collette will turn on the brakes, and he'll put it up to Sanchez again. Austin Sanchez in on goal. Shot goes wide. Cormier's in on the rebound up top at the boards. He'll look to cycle the puck. He finds Sanchez again, but he knocks it to McDonald, and Jonah's going to look to turn the tide.
Looking for Carson McKenzie there. That would have been a beautiful connection if that made it through.
Close for sure. As we're approaching the 16-minute mark in the third period. Dawson Sharkey lays it back. Ryan Harper, as we mentioned, on the point for this one, the 05 forward. Undrafted, looking for a Q Camp invite this year. Ryan Harper with 1 goal, 2 assists, and 3 points in 18 games played. Now, here come the Flyers one more time. Weber, that one gets gobbled up by Finn Morris, and he'll rim that one around to Ryan Harper, who eventually turns it over again. Now the Flyers look to get to work down low. It's Dagg. He'll look up top to the point, but he'll slide one through the legs of, that was Evan Nicholson. Now Murnahan, he'll do a good job of getting that one outside of the zone, but off the tape of Finn Morris and right to Sturgeon. He'll float one in. Morris with it again. Has Batchelder to his right. Morris lays it off to Batchelder. That's caught in his feet. He'll try to rim it around to Morris again. Really just a great job by Dagg to pressure these Knights defensemen and really hold them in the zone for an extra 50 seconds, Reed. Yeah,
Dagg's just pressuring them, but Batchelder and Morris just seem to hold their own, you know.
Doing a great job tangle up there, but now it's Jonah Lear coming in on Thompson, off the glove, up in the air, bouncing around. Kiefer didn't know where it was.
Great save by Kiefer Thompson.
But he found it just in time, and he'll cover up, Reed.
Yeah, thought that one was honestly going to trickle in behind him, but he recovered that one quickly.
Imagine that, 2 bad bounces and 2 goals, but thankfully Kiefer locates it in time, and he'll slide calm and composed, and he'll make the save. Perfect example of what I mean there.
This game certainly shouldn't be more than 4-1 after that soft goal that happened to get through the pads of Kiefer Thompson, but it is what it is, and the Knights are dealing with that 2-goal lead.
Long stretch pass, Legere. He'll cross the red line, and they'll try to dump it in past Jackson Batchelder. Murray activating from the point, but then eventually the Knights are going to break out with it again. Murphy moved it up to Griffin. Griffin, he'll be pressured by Murray, coming all the way back, and a great back check from the Flyers blue line. It's an Eric Carlson type shift for Murray.
Yeah, honestly, great back check from Murray there, but the Knights are still generating possession down here in the Flyers zone. Shot from Connor Pierce is nice there.
Great idea by Piercy, but just didn't have the options in front, as he'll be joined by Justin Smith now on the back end for the Knights. This has been one of the best pairings for the Bulk Carriers Knights. They've seen lots of time on the PK this year.
Absolutely. Maybe if that lane opened up for Piercy, he could have got that one through to the goalie, but honestly, great look.
Smith will take that, and he'll hop over his stick, so he'll have to bat it back in. McKenzie taps up, as does Hughes, and back come the Knights. Pass there off Cormier, but he wasn't close to the red line, so now icing all the way back. Maybe got a quick face-off win and a Piercy slapper. Ryan Dwyer out here to take the draw. Injured for the first couple of games, only 8 games under his belt. He loses that draw, and Moncton's going to head back the other way. Cooper Cormier crosses the blue line, looks for a shot. Kiefer got a piece of it with the blocker. Hendrickson will regain possession at the blue line. He gets it again, and another shot. Weird bouncer there, but Kiefer gets a stick to it, and that'll just boost up his stats. Carson McKenzie, he'll cross the blue line, tries to put it through the legs of Collette, but good skates there. Kicks it back up to himself, where he's now pressured on the boards by Thatcher Hughes. Hughes joining Dwyer and McKenzie on this line in place of Caden McGuigan, who's been moved up to a line with Brennan Murphy. Morris tries to go around his man, eventually can't, so he'll just rim it in. Carson McKenzie takes a run, and he'll knock down Hendrickson, the skipper for the Moncton Flyers, wearing the C this year. Harper off the boards and right to Collette, and he'll fire it back down himself. Now in comes the Flyers again. Off the bar was Cam White, as that one goes right off the crossbar and into the netting with 12:35 to go. Now Kiefer Thompson has faced 21 shots. Simon Cormier, 17.
Yeah, we're seeing the Flyers hop back in the lead here for the shots. It was 17-17 heading into the final frame, but then the Flyers have stepped ahead with 4 shots, and the Knights have yet to get one.
Just about 8 minutes in, and that's not something that you ever want to see. I know that the game plan is shut down defense here as the officials are going to huddle up and talk about something to the interest of Luke Beck, head coach of this Knights team, with assistants Ben McDonald and Johnny McDougall. He's not happy about what it is. I have no clue what it could be, though. And puck's dropped, and away we go. Flyers win it. Morris is on it right now, though, as he's battling with Cam White in pursuit of the puck. Eventually they move the frozen biscuit up to McPherson.
Great
and he'll
move by Owen
go
McPherson.
around with Finn. Morris finds
pass.
Morris, back door. Cormier was scrambling. Morris couldn't poke that one through the pads.
Nicholson falling back on D here, eh?
Nicholson with Smith. Smith goes for a hip check. Excuse me, that was Andy Thompson. Went for a hip check and couldn't connect. Nicholson.
There's a glove to the face on Nicholson. Kind of confused. Or sorry, Sharkey, no call.
Yeah, penalty, I believe.
Oh, we do have one.
Head contact it is.
A little bit of drama over by the box with Andy Thompson. 2 Flyers there, Luke.
Johnson's going to try to give Andy a ride for his money, but Andy says, oh yeah, I scored one today. You got one all season. The Knights now look for another power play tally. Flyers shorthanded. Ross Campbell 56 seconds away from getting out of the box. So he'll be available for the second half of this power play if they can get a whistle. Now that is if Moncton wants them to. Could very well just try to keep the play alive and try to keep the Knights' best forward in the box. Tic-tac-toe. Murphy just ripped that one wide on the Knights' power play. It's been good so far. 2 for 3 on the night. They look to extend that. Murphy with it again. Looks to throw it in. Jonah Leard gets the penalty for head contact. McDonald to Smith. Murphy replacing Campbell on this first unit. It's now 4 lefties out for the Knights. Dawson Sharkey down low.
Wow.
Good save there by Cormier. Rebound, and he got a blocker to it. Griffin, he was going for it.
The bumper's active here, Luke. You can see that play coming down low every time. You best get ready for a shot if you're Simon Cormier.
Griffin gets taken down. No penalty on the play as he goes palms up. Cross ice pass. Sharkey just about found McPherson streaking in off the bench. He'll replace Nicholson. Smith gets to it. Just keeps it in barely. Good job by Smitty. McDonald taps it back to no one. And now they'll have to go again. No one's offside though, so Justin Smith will take it in himself. Try to push it down low. Eventually gets it rimmed around. And McPherson, and I believe that's Evan Nicholson back on. It is. Knights need a whistle now if they want Ross on the ice, as it's pinned up by the Flyers.
We might just see a whistle here if this puck doesn't free. Knights take it out.
Good job, but McGuigan has it. Caden McGuigan rims it down low, looking for Nicholson, but he had his head turned the other way. That'll be turned and fired.
Great catch
good job
by Justin
Smitty.
Smith.
Lays it off. Nicholson shot off the bar.
First. Nice shot by Evan Nicholson.
Nicholson hits the bar, and Smitty's going to have to come all the way down as we're now approaching 5-on-5 thanks to Kiefer Thompson with the heads up. Banging the stick on the ice, letting the boys know. Andy Thompson with Jackson Batchelder behind him. He'll lay it off. Batchelder looks to move it up. There's Nicholson again. Cuts into the inside. Shot pad saved by Cormier. Batted it through the crease on the rebound. Now here come the Flyers. Oh, good play there, but just behind the skater was that pass as the Flyers look to get going again.
There's an interference call coming here on Evan Nicholson.
That's right, so now the Flyers will be able to get a power play as the Knights did touch up, but no whistle. The official didn't see it, so Johnson will keep going. Sturgeon, 6-on-5 now for the Flyers. Cormier's on the bench. Sturgeon still with it. Moves it down low. Wheeler looks for the in-front play to Dag, but couldn't find him. Cormier to Johnson. He'll unload one, rips it wide. Rebound, Leger fans on it, and the Knights will touch up the net goes off, so we'll get a whistle and we'll get a penalty call and we'll get a Flyers power play with 8:57
Yeah,
left
I'm not
to go.
sure what Evan Nicholson was thinking on that one. Little too late to the play. Still wanted to get the contact in, but this could give new life to the Moncton Flyers. 8:57 on the clock. Power play here.
Just trying to be like Finn Morris. Trying to throw down a body on the ice, but no success. He draws a penalty. Ross Campbell now outside and on the bench for the Knights. He has finished serving his 2-10. Thatcher Hughes with a good job there. He'll get it down the ice and he'll go for a line change. Just a quick 15-second shift for Thatcher. As the Flyers regroup. Now in on Morris. Cormier just about gets by him. Wheeler stops, shoots, good save. Thompson rebound behind the net. Gotta be cautious, it might pop out again. Hendrickson, Cormier, he'll walk his man. Trying to drive down low, but Harper had that one cut off. Harp's doing a great job on the PK here for the Knights.
Yeah,
Then
Harper's
Morris
been a
down
guy we
low,
talked
good
about.
save by Thompson with the high tip play, but Kiefer saw that one and right into the chest, and he'll hold on with the minute 09 left to go in the third.
As I was saying there, Harper's been a guy we've been talking about all night, and he's certainly serving here on the penalty kill, being an absolute wall for the Charlottetown Knights. Kiefer Thompson, very cautious of that shot by Zach Wheeler, just stops him.
Harps definitely hasn't played the most out of anybody tonight, but when called upon, he's been rock solid as Kiefer shows off his rebound control, and he'll push that one up into the netting. Never a bad play to get another whistle on the PK as we are just under the 8-minute remaining mark here in the final 20. 7:59 left to go now. Cam White, that was Dag. Collette up top, lays it off to the side. Now there's Cam White, shot into the chest of Kiefer. Didn't know where it was for a second, but he found it and he covered up.
And he's securing that puck real tight. He doesn't want any more squeakers getting past those pads. He does a great job holding on to that one, Luke.
A lot of shots on this penalty kill for the Flyers, as it looks like the theme from the coaching staff is to fire the puck on the net. Looks like Piercy heard me there because he fired one down all the way on Cormier.
Yeah, clearly the Flyers are leading in shots, but they don't seem to get past the 98th overall pick in the Q draft, Kiefer Thompson.
Part of the, as we mentioned, the Moncton Wildcats organization. Moncton will be getting a well-deserved break over the Christmas time as the Avenir Center will be filled with fans from across the world for the World Junior Championships. Long shot there, good pad save by Thompson. That, I believe, is his fourth shot on the PK as they looked for Cam White, but he went for a change. Long stretch pass, McKenzie in, shoots, blocker saved by Cormier, didn't know where it was. Collette had to bail him out. Now that play right there, that's exactly what I'm talking about with Carson McKenzie. That was a confident play. A walk in and a rip.
Yeah, you don't see too many 05s walking in with confidence like that. He strutted in like he owned the O-zone. That shot just about got under the blocker. That whole left side of the net was wide open, but save from Simon Cormier. Keeps it 4-2, not 5-2. Face off in the Knights zone. Apologize for that one.
Carson McKenzie will head to the bench, and on comes Ross Campbell with Brennan Murphy and Ryan Dwyer. So switching up the lines now as we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Ryan Dwyer looks for Campbell and he finds him. Ross Campbell tries to shimmy his way into the Flyers zone, and eventually Murphy will regain. So I guess that you call that a completed entry. Dwyer to Campbell. Out in front, looks for Murphy, can't find him. Rebound, Cormier gets a pad on that one and into the corner with Murray. It goes out in front, shot. That one just goes wide from Dwyer. Rebounds hopping around everywhere, and Cooper Cormier will regain as the Knights look to break out with Zach Wheeler. Benoit Boudreau, first one to the puck. He'll look to cycle. Cormier can't get to it because Campbell is in the way. Off the boards, that one's bouncing out front, but offside is the call as Wheeler didn't hear the linesman or didn't care. But a face-off to the outside zone of the Knights. Knights now with 4 shots this period, as the Flyers have their 11th just on a couple minutes ago on Kiefer Thompson. Approaching the 30-shot mark is the Flyers. Puck out in front, Kiefer dives for it, and he'll hold with a blazing Cam White incoming on him. A good heads-up play by Kiefer to eliminate the threat there, Reed.
Yeah, wonderful save by Thompson. Well, not much of a save, more of a cover-up, but he's doing good. Fending off the 11 shots this period by the Flyers. They're certainly a force when it comes to ripping the puck. But Thompson's there to answer, and he's not letting anything get by him.
Eliminating the chances. That's all you got to do as a goalie, and Kiefer's doing pretty good right now. Leger walks in, looks for Sanchez, can't find him though. Finn Morris tries to dish one up to McPherson, can't find the stick of 22 for the Knights. They'll get to work in the corner. Leger. Sturgeon up top. Leger down low again. Morris gets to it once more. Finn's been logging a lot of ice time for the Knights this year, Reed. We've seen him out there plenty of time already this game, and he's still got 5 to go. Here come the Knights now. It's Nicholson, curl up and a shot, but that never got to the cage.
Yeah, certainly with Mossy out of the lineup, you look to Finn Morris to pretty much be your D1 aside from Andy Thompson maybe, but Finn Morris is stepping up. He's playing great here. 05 born, taking the leadership role very nicely.
Finn Morris played 10 games with the Knights last year, and he's up full-time this year. One of the funniest guys in the room, and he'll definitely lighten the mood when it has to be. Piercy does a good job there angling off his man. Sharkey will able to check Dag into the boards where he'll eventually recollect it. Dag finds Hendrickson. Long shot, good save. Piercy puts her into the corner. Dag can't get it. Collette, long shot, good blocker save by Thompson. Good heads-up play there by Justin Smith. Not to put your glove on it. Just let Kiefer see it through and let him put the puck into the corner.
Yeah, as we talk about shots from red, black, and white here, they're the first ones to hit the 30-shot mark. No surprise, they did get a surge of them early on in the third period, and they continue to keep throwing them on net.
It's crunch time now for the Flyers. 3:45 left to go in the final frame. But the Knights have the puck right now. Andy Thompson, he's in no rush to go anywhere. He'll just put her off the boards and let it float out to center where Jonah McDonald picks it up. Jonah McDonald, he's had a quiet game. Maybe looking for him to pick it up here. No points so far for the Knights' second leading scorer. McDonald behind Campbell, followed by Nicholson, as the Knights take a penalty here with 3:19 to go. It's going to be a charging call, and this is going to be a golden opportunity for this Flyers team to get back into it.
Yeah, didn't see that hit, but I know I for sure heard it there, Luke. That was a big crash in the boards there. Called charging. 3 miles to go here, 2 of them cut off by a penalty kill for the Knights, so this is going to be tough, but we've seen them persevere throughout the game whenever Red steps on the power play.
Karst loves to throw the body around, but took a few too many strides revving up for that one, as he'll sit for 2 minutes and for over half the time remaining in this period as we approach the 3-minute mark. Long shot in. That one never got to the goal. Finn Morris is down. Leard is on it. Weber looks for Wheeler, can't get him. Hendrickson tries to keep it in, he does. Down low to Leard, can't get it through, and that one's cleared all the way down to Simon Cormier.
Ninth penalty to number 10, Carson McKenzie. 2 minutes per charger. Count of the penalty, 16:41.
Hendrickson tries to chip it in, but Morris gets to it first and down the ice where Ross Campbell's going to be the first man to it. He'll just chip it down low. Great play by Ross, cycling it where Brennan Murphy is. He gets taken into the boards high and hard. No penalty on the play as Wheeler breaks out to Cormier. Cormier, he'll look up ice and he'll find Jonah Leard. Jonah Leard will stop up and he'll rim it in down low as the puck hopped over his stick. Thompson stops it behind the net for Justin Smith. He'll curl, try to fire. Turnover, Leard high and wide with that one. That was a golden opportunity, but he couldn't capitalize. Collette to Cormier. Cormier with a ripper. Can't get it towards the goal, though. Lots of bodies in front. Cormier gloves it down to Collette, and that's going to be a hand pass on the play, and the faceoff will come outside of the Knights zone with 2:01 left to go in the period and 42 seconds on the Carson Minor on the Carson McKenzie minor for charging.
Yeah, pretty well this chance on the power play is stuffed for the Flyers. You know, Cormier's been their #1 player pretty much all night. Just see a lot of presence out of him, and he's just gone off the ice for a change. Not the first Cormier name to come through the Flyers organization, though. Obviously, Lucas Cormier, likely one of the best players to go through that midget AAA hockey club, but second half of the power play here, Flyers need something, Luke.
That is for sure, and I don't know if you're gonna get it with this second unit, as it's been pretty much all the big guns scoring and creating the chances for the Flyers this afternoon. Now, the Flyers look to break in, but again, just can't get anything going. Like, the breakouts are really slowing them down here, Reed. They can't seem to cross the Knights' blue line.
Yeah, obviously the Knights are putting out some big bodies out there. Evan Nicholson, Finn Morris, they've been physical all night, and it doesn't help whenever the Flyers put out 5 guys that don't even reach 6 feet.
Now we're back to 5-on-5. Carson's out of the box. 1:15 to go. Knights are up by 2. Make sure to pay attention to the empty cage here, as that one's rifled down on Thompson. He'll let it go, trying to keep the play alive, trying to run the clock down. Knights looking for their second win in 5 games and their first in their 4th.
Last minute here to go, Wook. Obviously getting kind of short in time and crunch time for the Flyers, like you said. They don't have too much time to work with now.
Sharkey takes a run at his man, and he'll keep going at him. As a wild hand by Sharkey, and he'll get wrestled to the ice. It's Johnson in there with Dawson Sharkey. And it'll be interesting. Well, it was originally just going to be the Sharkey penalty, but that's a wild right hand by Johnson.
We might see more now.
I'd say that now you have to take them both.
I think that went both ways. They're still going, Luke. On top of each other in the corner. They don't want to stop.
It was originally just going to be a Dawson Sharkey penalty, but I guess Devin Johnson wanted it on the fun too.
Yeah, Dawson's being corralled by the linesman there on his way to the box. Unfortunate now that you're taking Dawson Sharkey out of the game, top 6 player, and he's been energetic all night. But
weird that you don't just send them both to the tunnel, get it out of the game, and send a message to the boys still out here.
He had 38 seconds to go. And that should be unsportsmanlike. He's lucky the refs didn't see that one.
Johnson's going to rifle one, a Dawson Sharkey stick towards the officials. But they all had their back to him. Especially at the officials, too. It hit them right in the skate.
Definitely unlucky, uncalled for. That wasn't very smart by Johnson, but he got away with that one, Luke.
Letting his emotions get the best of him here, as he's still barking towards someone. Looks like at the Knights bench, maybe.
Yeah, usually you should just strap on your fishbowl and give it up at that point, but he seems to still want to go ahead. He's finally going to step into the box here.
Yeah, a little bit of confusion there to see if he was going in or not. And look at him, he's still going at it.
This could end up as a power play for the Knights if he keeps talking.
Yeah, officials just told him to stop, but see, I go, and that's why I bring up the point. Why don't you just take them both out of the game?
Yeah, exactly. At this point, you just don't want anything else. You want to get the last 38 seconds over with, especially if you're a Knights player.
Get it out of the game, as faceoff's going to come all the way back down to the Knights zone.
Not quite sure why it's coming. Dawson Sharkey, as we said, got the original penalty, and that prevails. Sorry. So.
Yeah, usually if there's two penalties on the play, they'll just drop the puck where it was. But it looks like Sharkey's going to pick up an extra minor, maybe for instigating, as it was all him until Devin Johnson.
Yeah, seeing the 2 minutes go up on the board maybe gives a little bit of hope to the Flyers bench here, taking a timeout. 38 seconds on the clock. Can they get something going here?
Still lots of time. We've seen many clubs score more than 2 goals in 38 seconds. The Memphis Squids being one of them, as the Knights look to get going here and shut down the Flyers. With 38.4 left to go, Kiefer Thompson's going to hold the cage strong, as the Knights are going to be down by not 1 but 2 men, as Simon Cormier's come to the bench and Zach Wheeler's going to come on to be the extra attacker.
Yeah, tough here. Kiefer Thompson's just carrying the workload on his back tonight. I don't care who you say how many points. Kiefer has got 32 saves on 34 shots right now with the time remaining.
Over a .900 save percentage as it stands for Kiefer. Long shot, scores!
Maybe we shouldn't have talked about his save percentage there.
Rips one home. And Reed, this is going to be an interesting final 31 seconds.
Obviously that quick one leaves them a lot of time to get the last one to tie it up, but we won't talk too much about that as we talked about Kiefer's save percentage, and that bit us in the back, Munchie.
So Carson Murnahan will come out of the box for the Charlottetown Knights, serving the extra minor taken by Dawson Sharkey. Now a 5-on-5 game for the rest until the Flyers gain possession, and you better believe that Cormier's hustling to the bench here. We got to get up ice though. Hendrickson just dumps it into the Knights' end. Not much real estate there, and now here come the Knights. Nicholson, shot, scores! Knights win! Knights win, Evan Nicholson!
And the celebration from Evan there. Loves to give a few claps to the Flyers and the Flyers fans. Beautiful play by Campbell. Super unselfish giving the puck to Nicholson because he knows he can put it in the net there.
Well, yeah. Could have guessed that that one would have ended up. Just what a fitting way to end the game. Nicholson and Campbell both getting a point. Ross, his third. Nicholson, his third.
Nicholson just putting on a performance tonight. They both have the same amount of points, but Nicholson seemed to come in a little bit more stylish fashion. Ross was just, he's in on every play though. Real key player for the Knights as this time dies out.
Well, the Knights get back to their winning ways as Cormier levels a man after the whistle.
This is not good here, Munchie.
Jonah McDonald fired the puck into the empty cage after the game, and Cormier's going to let him hear it, but the referees aren't taking any part of that as the final buzzer sounds. 60 minutes have come and gone. The Knights only 22 shots on goals, but they put 5 past Cormier as they win 5-3. They get back to their winning ways, Reed. A great all-around game for the Knights.
Yeah, you love to see that scoreboard at the end of the night here in Charlottetown. Absolutely great performance from pretty much the whole team. Kiefer Thompson led this one, though. I got to give my first star vote to him.
So Kiefer Thompson improves to 9-1. Cormier drops to 5-5. And the Knights themselves improve to 14-3-1-1 to expand their first place lead over the Moncton Flyers. So on behalf of myself, Luke Much, my color commentator, Reed McGregor, and the team at Universum Media, we thank you for watching, and we'll catch you here again tomorrow night for more Knights hockey.